Hey, Big Ten, SEC, Big Ten champions, they have been crowned. And Nick Man TV is breaking it all down here with y'all today. Hey, it's Saturday, Sunday, dog. Let's go back into these bowl games. Don't touch that dial. Y'all know I'll be right back. So yeah, welcome back to the Nick Man TV show. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe too. So we talking about the bowl games from yesterday, but I'm gonna do a quick shout out to some of the champions that probably won't get mentioned and things like that, like we're gonna do the other ones. So let's start with the ACC champions. You know what I'm saying? Duke, the Blue Devils, they played Virginia yesterday and they came out on top, 27-20. Duke, they on their way to the college football playoffs. So let's get down to American champions. It was North Texas versus Tulane. Man, hey, that was a good game too, though. But North Texas coach is leaving. Where did he get that job at? I think it's Oklahoma State. I think he going to Oklahoma State. But shout out to him also though. But hey, Tulane took that one. He didn't. Hey, so they ain't going to the college football playoff. But Tulane will be going. And they won 34-21, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to that coach out there in North Texas. I forgot his name. Can't think of it right off top, but he going to Oklahoma State. James Madison and versus Troy. What bowl game that was? I forgot what bowl game it was, but James Madison, 31-14 to Troy. James Madison probably will be getting into the college football playoffs. I don't know, but we'll see. I don't think it'll be fair regardless though. But hey, I don't know. James Madison might be one of those teams like the basketball season. How you always have these Cinderella stories, but maybe James Madison could be this Cinderella story. That'll be what's up though. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into it with the big games from yesterday. And we're gonna start that one off with BYU and Texas Tech. I'll be right back. Don't touch that dial, y'all. Jay Martin already to start off with the touchdown, but let's go through the stats though. I'm just gonna give y'all a few stats. But hey, as you see right there on the screen, there's BYU scoring their touchdown. Their only touchdown, but I coach Sintaki, Kalani Sitake, the coach over there for BYU, man, they great over there, dog. You know what I'm saying? Starting that true freshman. Let's talk about Bear. Bear threw 115 last night. He had two interceptions, no touchdown, but he's a true freshman though. But they got something they can build off, man, and that's something special. You know what I'm saying? But also too Morton over there, you know what I'm saying? Seeing them ranked number 4 right now, and they only lost one game. Big 12, I've been keeping up with it, man, because I like Colorado. I like Coach Prime. You know what I'm saying? I want Coach Prime them to be in these type of games here. But hopefully by next year we maybe can get there though. You know what I'm saying? But of course I watch the Big 12. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know who Coach Prime them gonna go against. And BYU Colorado played BYU this year, and they almost beat them, but then the game took off. I like Bear Bachmeyer, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, just because I'm a Colorado fan, Coach Prime, Colorado fan, don't mean I'm supposed to hate these guys like that. I just like some real good football. You know what I'm saying? There he is again, throwing the interception right there. But like I said, Texas Tech, they've been dogs all year. So Colorado playing them, and then you know what I'm saying, they throwing the tortillas and stuff on the field. But Morton, man, hey, they out there balling, dog. They out there doing their thing. So you can't hate on them like this. So Texas Tech, you going to the college football playoffs ranked number 4. So that means you're gonna either have a home game, well, you're gonna have a bye week, put it like that. So, hey, what y'all gonna do though? Well, we'll find out who all gonna be in it a little later. You know what I'm saying? When the committee get together though. But shout out to the Big 12 in the college football playoffs. Let's see how far they go. You never know. They might can upset some folks too. So yes, sir. Let's go ahead and move on to the SEC championship where you had the Georgia Bulldog versus Alabama in another slaughter. First start of this game, I want to say it was pretty much over then, you know what I'm saying? But the game ended Georgia 28, Alabama 7. Bama only had 1. Bama didn't have a rushing touchdown. Well, they only got 7 points, so it wasn't a rushing touchdown either, you know what I'm saying? Simpson played great this whole year though. I gotta give him that. He's not a terrible quarterback, but he's pretty. I like how he's pretty decent though, man. He's pretty good though. Gunnar Stockton had 156, 20 out of 26, 3 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Georgia was clicking the whole night, really though, y'all. And like I said, Ty Simpson had 212, 19 for 39. You know what I'm saying? Hey, 1 touchdown, 1 interception though. You know what I'm saying? But Georgia defense was on them boys heavy the whole night. The whole night. Helen the boy, man, his seat gonna get warm pretty here soon in Alabama. They used to winning these championship games. They used to being in. Hey, they got 3 losses now though. You know what I'm saying? So is that gonna be able to keep them in? You know what I'm saying? Or are they gonna knock them out? You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be a thing to look at going into. Definitely like competitive football. You know what I'm saying? That's why I mentioned about, but we'll talk about that once we get to it though. But Georgia going to the college football playoffs. Y'all represent the SEC. I want to say the most dominant football in the country. SEC, maybe. I mean, they always in it. But hey, we're gonna see what's going on though. But shout out to Georgia and them boys, my boy Cam. I know he a Bulldog himself. So hey, I know they ready to go, but they ready to go, but you know what I'm saying? So 28-7, Georgia got their defense, man, and they ready for some playoff football. I can tell you that. What's the coach name over there? Kirby. Kirby used to this. This ain't nothing new to him. He used to this here. This Kirby season though, man. Now I'm just saying though, this is playoff time. Kirby always getting up though, man. Hey, since Saban gone, it's Kirby's seat to carry on though. You know what I'm saying, for the SEC though. But of course, Lane Kiffin, he done went on to LSU. So maybe Ole Miss, maybe he could have. Well, you got to beat Kirby. If you in the SEC, dog, you got to beat Kirby. You got to beat Kirby. That's the only way you're going to be able to claim the crowns in the SEC, because them boys always in it. They're getting them recruits. Look at them Alabama fans right there. Y'all know what's going on. And shoot. And it always like Georgia got the home field advantage, because I think they be playing in the Atlanta Falcons dome. So Georgia is at home basically though. But hey, Bama done beat them before like that. So hey, Kalen the boy, woo, they boy just sliding. Kalen the boy, y'all gotta go back to the drawing board. And I'm telling you, man, that seat gonna be getting hot. It's gonna be getting hot, man. They ain't gonna continue to keep losing like this down there in Alabama, dog. Not getting to the championship. They're like 3 or 4 years in a row now. They ain't been to the play. Well, they ain't been in I think they maybe missed the playoff last year. But they might miss it this year though. But not winning championships or even the SEC championships. Hey, they gonna start some chatter. You better come on. You better go ahead and get with it. All right, though. Hey, that's all for Georgia. Georgia, shout out to y'all. Bama's better luck next year. All right, let's get it. And guess what, y'all? Our last big game of the day was in versus Ohio State. Man, that was a good one there too, though, man. And that was a big time defensive game, also, man. The game ended 13 the 10. Both of these Big Ten powerhouse teams. Any I started paying attention to them like 2 years ago. But shout out to my boy always like his breakdowns and insights on the college football, or even the breakdowns on the players. And you know what I'm saying? Of course he had the guy D'Angelo Pons, you know what I'm saying, that he was rooting for, that he ended up on did he ended up going to Indiana or whatnot. But hey, them boys been and if you watch, you know TK going things like that. So, but Indiana, man, Cincinnati, hey, they undefeated, man, and I don't know how the committee just put Ohio State #1 over them when them boys already been swiping the board and things. But Indiana, Fernando Mendoza, had 222 yards passing with 15 out of 23, one touchdown and one interception. You know what I'm saying? Whereas in Julian Sand, the quarterback for Ohio State, had 258, 21 for 29, one touchdown and one interception. Both pretty much had the touchdown and interception tie. But it was a tough game. Defensive game. I know I'm quite sure it came out to the end. I see right here on the thing, it's just 7-3 on here. Indiana just been balling the whole year though, man. They a bunch of winners. They're a bunch of winners, man. They bought into Cincinnati and they ain't giving up. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Indiana. You going to you going to the college football playoff, and should you be #1 representing the Ohio State #1? They giving Ryan Day some breaks though, man. They Ryan Day, you beat Michigan. That was the one it like your season a flip flop from last year, because you I want to say you lost to Michigan and then you won you got in the college football playoffs and you won the championship last year though. But Indiana, dog, they tough, man. And they're tough out, and because Georgia ranked #2, they're gonna be #2 going into the college football playoff. I'm sure that. So Indiana, shout out to them boys, man. They didn't snuck their way up. Well, they ain't sneaked it because they've been whooping tail the whole year. But shout out to them boys that been playing ball, man. And they've been balling. Ohio State, I'm sure they're gonna get in the college football. There's gonna be some good games coming up, and like you said, in Big Ten game is usually a slugfest, pound running game and things like that. So, but it was a close game though, 13-10. They ain't too far apart from each other the way they've been playing. So, and Julian Sand balled out, man. You only missed eight targets, dog. You've been balling out of control. But we're gonna see how everything shake up. But as you can see at the bottom of the screen, they say the four that might be in, the four to Ohio State 3, and what else we got? Ole Miss gonna be up in there. Oregon might be versus James Madison. Ole Miss versus Tulane. Texas A&M versus Miami. #8 Oklahoma versus Notre Dame. Might be the playoff. They're again running down the screen. 2 Georgia, 3 Ohio State, #4 Texas Tech. Then the first round matchup might be, like you're saying, Oregon #5 versus James Madison. They're gonna be #6 Ole Miss versus Tulane. I think Ole Miss will take that. Texas A&M versus Miami. Ooh, that'll be a little solid one. Might go with Texas. Oklahoma versus Notre Dame. I'm gonna go with I'm going with Notre Dame. I'm gonna go my boy Freeman, Coach Freeman over there. So hey, thank y'all again for tuning in to the Nick Man TV. That been all we got today.